Hey pals! So in today's video I am going to do a TBR Cart Tour. This was requested by a few of you who watched my book buying ban video. If you haven't checked that out, I will link it below for you to do so, or in the cards or somewhere. I'll make it easy for you to get to. Let's have a look at what's on my book cart.
Books and coffee, that's all I need. Lost in a world of fantasy.
Okay, so let's start with, there are a few videos, a few books over there that I can't show you because they're for secret projects. But there's only 4 there, I think, maybe 5. Anyway, let's start with the ones that I think I'm going to finish this month. I'm filming this on the 23rd of July. So I'm hoping to get to these. Some of these will be this week, some of these will just be by the end of the month. So we have Carla by Colin Walsh. This book is not owned by me, it's a library book. But this is for a book club that I'm going to for the first time. My local Waterstones has a book club once a month, and this is the pick for that. So it is a, I'm not going to talk much about each book because otherwise we'll literally be here till forever. So this is a crime fiction mystery type book set in the seaside town of Kinlow on Ireland's west coast. So, and I know it's about 3 friends, so I'm very much looking forward to that. And then the other library book I have is The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. I don't know if I'm going to get to this. I do have this on Kindle, which I totally forgot I had, honestly. So yeah, so I waited an inordinate amount of time for this to come in at the library when I could have read it when the book club read it, which was months ago now. But anyway, I don't know if I'm going to read this. I very much picked this up because B&K Book Club had it as their pick. I do like Leigh Bardugo's writing, but for some reason I'm not attracted to this book that much. So that's them. Okay, the next 2 I have arcs of these from NetGalley. So I plan to read these in August, which is my readathon that was announced on the will have been announced on the 25th. I'm going through time here because I'm filming on the 23rd. So yeah, so I have physical copies of these, but because I bought them. So I will be including The Poisons We Drink by Bethany Baptiste, which is a nice little chunker of book, but actually really super floppy. That's all you really need to know, isn't it? Is it floppy? And Withered by AGA Wilmot. This one is a fantasy, I think it might be YA, not 100% sure. And this one is a horror. So actually I need to keep them over there because I'm working on my TBR for that. And then we have Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood, which is the book club pick for Claire's book club, which is the Magical Kingdom book club. Any book clubs or anything like that that I mention, I will link below so you can check them out if you want to. But yeah, so hopefully I'll get to this month. Might as well put that in there. And then we have Heaven Breaker by Sarah Wolf. I've got the special edition, it's so pretty. But yeah, I have no idea. I know this is fantasy. So it is the book club pick for Brittany's Patreon over at Brittany Loves Reading. So we'll see. We'll see if I get to this. Hopefully I'll get to this month. It is the goal. Okay, now we have just the pile that I had on here. So we have Self-Made Boys by Anna Marie McLemore. I haven't read from this author before, but look at that cover, it's amazing. And it is a retelling of The Great Gatsby. So there we go. Next we have a non-fiction, Different Not Less by Chloe Hayden. Chloe Hayden is a YouTuber who has autism, and this is a neurodivergence guide to embracing your true self and finding your happily ever after, and it's a great cover. I do love a good non-fiction, and actually it's very well laid out. Oh, I do like that. Okay, I'm very much looking forward to this one, Can You Down. I'm looking forward to all of them, obviously. I wouldn't have them if I wasn't. And then next we have Weasels in the Attic by Hiroko Oyamada. As you can see, it's a teeny tiny little book, so why the hell haven't I read it yet? And I think it's a lit fic. It's definitely a translated works, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Look at that cute cover. Next we have, and this will be a reread for me, but this book is new to me. This is The Death of Grass by John Christopher. It is a reread because I read it years ago and was obsessed with it. It is said to be the first post-apocalyptic sci-fi story. It was written in the 60s, I want to say. Let me just see. And it's a story, okay, no, yeah, okay, first published 1956, so in the 50s. And it is, as the title insinuates, it is about what happens to the world when grass dies. And you would be amazed and terrified, honestly. For such a little book, it packs a heck of a punch, and I can't wait to get back to it. Next we have Barbarian Lover by Ruby Dixon. This is the third novel in Ice Planet Barbarians, and I'm obsessed. Not obsessed enough to have read it yet, but I am obsessed. It's the third book, so clearly I'm into it, right? Monster smut, we love it.
I couldn't possibly comment on that filthy smut.
Okay, so next we have Sleep Like Death by Kaylin Bayron. Kaylin Bayron is one of my favourite authors. This is a YA retelling of Snow White, I want to say. Okay, I'll read the back for this one because we need to know. Princess Eve was raised with one purpose: to destroy the night, an evil sorcerer who terrorizes Queen's Bridge with his wicked magic. Far too many of her subjects have been devastated by the knight's trickery, but Eve's own unique magic, the ability to conjure weapons from nature, makes her a worthy adversary. As she approaches her 17th birthday, Eve is ready to battle, but her mother, Queen Regina, has been acting bizarrely, talking to a strange mirror alone every night. Then a young man claiming to be the knight's messenger appears and shares a shocking truth about Eve's past. Unsure of who to trust or what to do next, Eve must find the courage to fight. But will it be enough to save her family and her queendom? So, I mean, look at that cover. Seriously. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Okay, next we have an Agatha Christie, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. I was hoping to get to this month actually, but I over put. Oh, I don't know. You know what I mean. I tried to do too much as usual, so this has been put off again. I have not read this. I know I probably do know stuff about the story. It's obviously written a good chunk of time ago. There's been lots of films and documentaries and whatnot, and So yeah, so I maybe have been spoiled, but I don't think I have, and I can't wait to find out. That is, if you don't know, Agatha Christie, it is a mystery. Okay, next we have a binder of the Forbidden Game by L.J. Smith. It includes the hunter, the chase, the kill, and it's the night. Oh, from the best-selling author of the Night World series. I haven't read these. These were, I think they're like a point horror, if you remember point horrors from the 90s. So yeah, sorry, I have to always be messing with my books. But anyway, that's that. It's a middle grade mystery series with supernatural-ness. I'm so good at this. Next we have Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. I have not read anything by this author yet, and I'm very excited. I picked this up because it was a buddy read in the TBR-a-thon Discord, which is run by Leandra over Leandra's TBR Zero. And yeah, I'm very much excited. It has fat rep, it has chronic illness, lots of things that are buzzwords for me personally. So I'm very much looking forward to getting to that one. Next we have The Adventures of Amina Al-Tirafi by Shannon Chakraborty. Again, I haven't read anything from this author before. I'm very much excited. I was hoping to get to this during Mermaid Marathon, but unfortunately I didn't, so it's back in the pile. I think this is piratey.
Ever since I woke up this morning, I wanted to be a pirate.
Maybe? Anyway, moving on. Next we have, and I was trying to get to this in Vitar in June, and this is An Unkindness of Ghosts by Rivers Solomon. It is a sci-fi. I mean, excited. Okay, next we have Rubber Girl by S.T. Gibson, who, if you don't know by now, or if you're new here, I'm obsessed with S.T. Gibson. They may need to get a restraining order. No, I'm joking. I hope. But yeah, this is one of their books from before she got picked up from traditional publishers. So yeah, I'm excited. Look at that cover, it's great, isn't it? I think this is a retelling. Save the Witch, Kill the Snow Queen. Definitely a retelling. So yeah, excited. Excited. Okay, next we have Appleseed by Matt Bell. This one was recommended to me by Leandra over at Leandra the TBR Zero. And it's a sci-fi that is based around apples. That's all I know. That's it. And I like the cover, and it's super fluffy. Another one. Okay, next and last on this pile anyway is We All Want Impossible Things by Catherine Newman. It's a bit bashed up, my copy, because I got it for £1 from Waterstones because it's bashed up, and I don't care about stuff like that. Yeah, it's literally like ripped on the corner, and I know that's going to be freaking some of you out, I'm sorry, but it doesn't bother me. I love a well-loved book. So yeah, I have no idea about this, but I'm very much looking forward to it. Marianne Key says, Nora Ephron style wit, moving, comforting, one of my favourite books ever. So hopefully it'll be one of mine too. Okay, next, how are we going to tackle this lot? Okay, so next we have the top tier of my TBR cart. Can't remember what it's called these days, clearly. And this is where I put all of my hardbacks, of which there are way too many. So let's start over here. So we have Sociopath by Patrick Gagney. This I have on my NetGalley shelf as well, and I also bought obviously I bought the physical copy. You can see it right here in my hands. It is a memoir by this author. She is Patrick Gagney, and yeah, on the back it says, I am a criminal without a record. I am a master of disguise. I have never been caught. I have rarely been sorry. I am friendly. I am responsible. I am invisible. I blend right in. I am a 21st century sociopath, and I've written this book because I know I'm not alone. So basically it's just telling us about her experience being a sociopath, because I think it's very important actually that we read memoirs like this, because for most of us we don't know that we've met sociopaths half the time, and the idea what we think is a sociopath often is actually not. It's just someone being an arse. So yeah, so there's that. I better put that on my pile of NetGalleys. Okay, next we have Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. This I probably should have on my for a video pile over there, because I will link it in the cards or below or somewhere. But I have a very complicated relationship with, what's the first one called? Fourth Wing. Looking at the book like it's going to tell me. Yeah, so I have a very complicated relationship with Fourth Wing, and so I will be vlogging my experience with Iron Flame as well at some point. Okay, next we have Dragon Fruit by Makaya Lucia. Sorry, that is not a good pronunciation at all. I know that for a fact. And this is a YA. I pretty much got it because it's got a bat on it, on the front and the back, and I'm obsessed with bats. I love them. I love them. They're such cute creatures. Okay, next we have a Moomin's book, The Last Dragon in Moomin Valley. This is for a video I did that I scrapped. I was going to do a video reading all books that have dragons in, but I kind of ended up doing lots of other things, and I mean, is that something you'd want to see? If you want to see that, I will happily do that. Next we have Dragonfall by L.R. Lamb. I bought this second hand, and the cover had like something really like disgusting on it, like sticky, and I couldn't clean it, so I ended up cutting the inside bit and the main part of the cover and sticking it in, because I didn't want to just chuck it out. But also the naked hardback is pretty. Yeah, move on quickly. Okay, next we have another one that's on my NetGalley shelf as well, that I happen to also buy the physical copy for. The mystery writer was Solari Gentle. This, I think, is a mystery. Oh my gosh. Okay, next we have, and I should be getting to this week in a buddy read with Beatrice and Danny over at Danny Dabbles. So yeah, I've had this for a little while. I think I bought it for a specific, can't remember, I bought it for a specific reason, but I can't remember why now. Anyway, it's by Aidan Thomas. I haven't read anything by this author yet. I better leave that out as well. Okay, next on the hardbacks we have I Hope This Finds You Well by Natalie Sue. I have no idea what this is about. I probably did when I bought it, but I have no idea now. I'm assuming it's a lip ficky thing. But yeah, first line says, Jolene certain... Oh, hang on, no, that's not the first line. Would you want to know what your colleagues say behind your back? Jolene certainly doesn't. She's riddled with anxiety, depressed, and hates her co-workers. The less she knows about them, the better. So when a catastrophic IT fuck-up grants her access to all of their emails and private messages, she's initially horrified. The last thing she wants is to be privy to their sad discussions about dying desk plants and marital troubles. That's until the job cuts looming. She realises the power this newfound knowledge gives her. But as she digs deeper and deeper into the private lives of her colleagues, Jolene uncovers a lot more than she bargained for, and the walls she'd so carefully built start crumbling down. Interesting, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that I saw this on somewhere else's channel. Have no idea which channel. Don't know, but yeah. I'm not going to keep saying I'm excited to read it because I'm excited to read all of these. That's why they're on my card. Okay, next we have The Voice Upstairs by Laura E. Weymouth. This is a spooky horror. I'm assuming it's like ghosty. So, yeah. We'll find out. Haunted House vibes, I think that's given me. Next we have The Book of Love by Kelly Link. I know it's a fantasy, but that's all I know. And it's got a pretty cover. That's it. Oh, it's got supernatural beings in it as well. At a seaside town. Who doesn't want ghosts at the beach? Next we have The Will of the Many by James Islington, and I have been trying to get to this for so flipping long. This, I initially saw this recommended on Danny's channel, Danny Dabbles, and I can't remember much about it now, but I know I'm into it. So next we have The Final Strife by Sarah L. Arifi. This I read earlier on this year. I read Feybound by this author and was obsessed. So then me and Beatrice have decided to buddy read this, but we haven't had time yet. So it's gonna happen. One day it's gonna happen. Next we have The Murder Wheel by Tom Mead. Technically I've already read this, but I read it really quickly, so I want to go back and reread it a little bit slower and annotate it. So yeah, I do have an author chat with Tom Mead on my channel. I will link it and for you to check out if you want to. Next we have Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. I do have a couple of S.A. Cosbys on this card. I haven't read anything by this author yet, so we'll see. I kind of feel like it's going to be right on my street, but we'll see. Next we have Neighbours and Other Stories by Diane Oliver. This was my first book of the month book that I got, and it's a series of short stories. It's not a series, it's a collection of short stories, and I don't know anything else about it. Okay, next we have The Water Dancer by Taneshi Coates. I got this second hand from the Book Farm. I have a Book Farm video on my channel if you want to check that out. It's a really cool place. And yeah, I don't know much about it. I just keep hearing about this author, and I kind of feel like it might be up my street, so we'll see. Time will tell. I know this is a paperback, but it's a big chunky one, so it gets shoved in with the hardbacks. Okay. Okay, next we have Snow-Blooded by Emma Stanley Radley. I was lucky enough to meet this author recently when I went to an author chat at Waterstones in Birmingham, and I bought their book then. I can't remember much about it. Obviously I looked at it, I read it at the time, and the author talked about it, but I'm very much excited to jump into this. The tagline says, trained to kill and ready for anything except teamwork. Sounds like me. Okay, next we have Sunbringer by Hannah Kaner. This is the next book in the, is it a duology or a trilogy? I cannot remember. Book 2 of the trilogy. Okay, so this is book 2 of the Fallen Gods trilogy. The first book in this series is God Killer, which I have managed to find time to read twice, and I have yet to read this one, so we'll see how long that takes me. I hope it's pretty dang soon, because I'm gonna have to reread God Killer a third time to know what it's on about. Next we have The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. My favourite book of all time at this point is The Starless Sea by this author. I have read that a million times, and yet have not read her only other book that we have access to. So I got the Vintage Classics cover and I love it, so I can't wait to get to that at some point one day. Okay, next we have Security by Gina Wallstaff. This, I don't know if it's a mystery or a crime or a, I don't know. I think I just randomly got it on World of Books, to be honest. But then it's really cool. It's kind of, it's got like different layouts and stuff. So like some pages, let me find one. Some pages are like columned, which is kind of cool. Oh, so now I can't see any. There's one. Okay, so like there, we've got like the double column and then the normal. So it like changes it up a little bit, and my dyslexic brain likes that. So we'll see. We'll see what this one's about. Next we have a Kate Morton, The Clockmaker's Daughter. I've read one Kate Morton before, I can't remember what it was called. I think it was like The Woman in the Photograph or something along those lines. Again, I bought this second hand from somewhere, so it's a bit dishevelled, but then that's just like me. So I have no idea. I'm assuming it's a historical fiction. My father called me Birdie. He said I was his little bird. Others knew me as his child. The Clockmaker's Daughter, Edward called me his muse, his destiny. My real name no one remembers. The truth about that summer no one else knows. So there's a mystery in there as well. Very exciting. Oh gosh. Okay. Next we have Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston. This is a sci-fi by her. So I don't know, I read The Dead Romantics by this author and enjoyed it, and then saw this, and I was looking for sci-fi books for when I was getting ready for TAR, because I was team sci-fi, and didn't get to it. Surprise, surprise. Story of my life. Okay. Oh, sorry, my back's going mad. Okay, next we have Horror Movie by Paul Tremblay. I love Paul Tremblay's writing. I've read a couple, but the one that's sticking out in my memory is The Cabin at the End of the World. Is that his one? I can't remember now. Anyway, it is signed with bonus content. Got it from Waterstones, got the black sprayed edges, and has it got, and no, it's just red and black. Just looks really, really cool. Okay, so I'm assuming it's about a horror movie. Don't know anything about it. Surprise, surprise. Okay, next I have a book that I got. I was so excited when I first heard about it. To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods by Molly X Chan. But then since I have heard some pretty dodgy things, so I don't know. This is probably the only one on my cart that I'm a little bit hesitant with. I can't remember why now. So maybe I'll just get on with it. Next we have The Book of Doors by Gareth Brown. Gorgeous cover. Again, I'll have known something about it when I picked it up. I have no idea now. Okay, next we have, no, I love, oh, so excited for this one. We have Queen Bee by Juno Dawson. It is signed, and it's properly signed as well. Yeah, the sprayed edges, gorgeous. It is, I think it's like a prequel type situation to the Her Majesty's Royal Coven series, because I think it's the original, yeah, the original Coven, the story of the beautiful and bewitching Anne Boleyn, Witch Queen. Oh God. Oh, give me a new back, please. Okay, next we have Chlorine by Jade Song. This is a YA mermaidy story. It's not very big, it's very short actually, so I should be able to get through it pretty quickly when I do finally get to it. Next we have Voyage of the Damned. This is by Frances White again. Oh no, what's happened to these? Okay, let's fix that. That's going to need something heavy on it. Anyway, this is another one like Will of the Many. I picked it up intending to read it pretty much straight away, and just for whatever reasons that went dark, didn't it? Okay, we'll just ignore that. We'll carry on. It's fine. I saved it. Yeah, so we've got Voyage of the Damned. I know this is set on a ship and there's murder. It's like a who are you gonna get got kind of situation. Yeah, that's all I remember. Okay, next we have, and I got this from the Lock Library before I accidentally cancelled the subscription and have not been able to get back on. Okay, moving on. Okay, so Compass and Blade by Rachel Greenlaw. I think it's piratey again. It's a YA debut. That's it. That's all I know. That's all I know. And next, again, this will be a reread. This can go on my NetGalley actually. Oh no, I've already reviewed this for NetGalley. It's fine. So I read this very quickly. When I first signed up for NetGalley, I got it into my head that like if I missed the day that it came out to put the review up on, that somehow I would be blacklisted or something. I had this crazy stuff in my head anyway. So I read it super quickly, like literally the day it came out to review it, and all I can remember is that I loved it. That's it. So I need to reread it and probably annotate it. It's got a gorgeous cover, obviously. Let's see what the naked list looks like. There we go. Plain but beautiful. There we go. That is all of my hardbacks. So okay, so let's go from this side first. Okay, so next we have The Book That Wouldn't Burn by Mark Lawrence. I have read from this author before and really enjoyed it. What did I read by Mark Lawrence? The Girl in the Stars. I don't know much about this. There's a book that won't burn, apparently, so, which, you know, I'm kind of okay with. I don't mind if books don't burn, honestly. That's my preferred option. Okay, next we have Death Comes to Marlow by Robert Thorogood. I think I've ended up getting like the second or third in a series and not realising. Why don't they just put #1 or something to indicate that it's a series? Because I think I only found that out when I went on Storygraph. No, but either way, it is a mystery crime fiction situation. Next we have She's Not Sorry by Mary Kubica. I have not had the best history with this author. I think I've DNF'd a couple of their books. Is it Mary Kubica I'm even thinking about? It might not be. I might be talking crap. I might be lying to you. But either way, I don't know if I'm going to like this. I think I pre-ordered it before I'd read the other books. So we'll see. The synopsis makes me want to read it. So hopefully it'll be fine. Next we have Broken by Greta Rose West. This is the third book. The third book in what I would say is the dark romance version of Chestnut Springs. So hang on, this one's broken. Oh no, this is the second one, but I've read the second one, so why have I got... Oh, I read the second one on Kindle, that's why, and I got the physical so that I could annotate. So another one I've technically read. Okay, next we've got How Far the Light Reaches by Sabrina Imbler. This is a book.
The more you know.
Oh, did you know that the word hybrid came into use around the year 1600?
Did not.
Neither did I. Interesting. Okay, anyway. It's about sea creatures, and Isabel loves sea creatures, so therefore I love sea creatures, so I'm very excited to read that. Next we have House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig. I bought this in Portugal when I went to visit Beatrice, and we went to the Portugal book fair, which was a very cool experience. And I think this is the one that we're going to read together. I can't remember. Beatrice, if you watch this, remind me in the comments. Is this the one that we're reading, that we both got the same? Okay. Next we have One of Us Knows by Alyssa Cole. I had this on my submarine TBR and ended up having to trade it out for a read that I had to get read for a deadline. So I loved Alyssa Cole's, what was it called? When No One Is Watching is the other book by Alyssa Cole that I really, really enjoyed. So yeah. Okay, next we have The Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides. Yeah, don't know much about it. It's a classic. There we go. Next we have Sophie's World by Hossein Carter. This is definitely a reread for me. My mum was obsessed with Hossein Carter, one of her favourite authors. And I'm pretty sure I have read this, or actually maybe I haven't, can't remember. But maybe I should do if I don't read in a year, it will explode video. I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, I don't know why, but I keep not reading this one. I keep not wanting to pick it up. And I don't know why, because I've read other books by this author and they've been favourites. So make it make sense. Next, this one I was heavily influenced by Abby at Pink Beauty XX, who read this. X's and O's by Amy Lee. It is a fun, fluffy romance. That's all I know. She said it was funny, so, and I liked laughing. What can I say? Who doesn't? Next we have, and I have the other book here somewhere. I think this might be the second one. Yes, this is the sequel to Blood Like Magic, which I also have on this cart somewhere. And this is Blood Like Fate. Okay. Blood Like Fate by Liselle Sanbury. This author has been on my radar for a good few months now, and just haven't got to it yet. I was supposed to be buddy reading with dang, it went dark again. With someone. Oh my gosh, who was I supposed to be buddy reading this with? I will link them below. I will work it out. I know I will have a message with them. Oh my gosh. Genuinely cannot remember. That's really annoying. Okay. Next we have Kokoro by Beth Kempton. This is, I've read from this author before, several books. Beth has a great book for kind of like a pre-Christmas reset situation, how to have like the best Christmas ever kind of thing. And it was really, really good. I've got that on my Kindle, and then I've got other books by this author, The Way of the Fearless and Wabi Sabi by this author. Japanese wisdom for a life well lived. That's what Kokoro means, if that wasn't obvious. Okay, next we have the third book, and I really need to read this now. This is the third book in the Devoured Worlds trilogy, called The Bound Worlds by Megan E. O'Keefe. I had a read along for the first and sort of the second book too, over on Storygraph. The first book is The Blighted Stars, and then the second book is The Fractured Dark, and I really, really enjoyed them. So I can't wait to see how this trilogy ends.
Hello, Editor Matt here. Just to say that I've read The Bound Worlds, and the trilogy ends in shambles, and Megan E. O'Keefe, you've got a lot to answer for.
Next we have a graphic novel, maybe it's a manga. No, it's a manga because it goes the way that mangas go, back to front for me. Anyway, I got this cheap in Waterstones. It was that one that I got for £1. This one was on the same rack, and I don't know actually what's wrong with it. It's kind of perfect actually. And I picked it up thinking, you know, that it's a series called Number 5, which it is, by Teoh Matsumoto, but I neglected to notice that it's the 4th in the series, and I haven't read any of the first 3. It has a dinosaur on the cover. That's all I needed to know. So at some point, this won't be read before my book buying ban is over, because I will need to buy the first 3, or the first one at least, to know if I want to read this one. So, because I've already checked my library and they don't have it. Anyway, that's not going to fit there. Next we have Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson, a Cosmere novel. I know it's at sea. I have no idea. But I like Brandon Sanderson's writing, and I know that much. So, that much is true. Okay, we can put that over there. Next we have Sheep's Clothing by Celia Dale. This was recommended to me when I was in Waterstones one day. It is a reprint of a book that I think it came out in the 60s originally. I always think it's the 60s, and it's first published in 1988, so no, it did come out in the 60s. It came out in the 80s, but they stopped printing it and then they've started reprinting it, and it was just highly recommended to me, and I can't remember why now, but yeah, so we'll see.
Why? Give me that, please.
Okay, next we have Suzume by Makoto Shinkai. This is it's a movie that they brought out last year, was it, Matt?
2 years now.
2 years, jeez.
I think.
I was obsessed with it. It was the first, I have very happy memories because it was the first time that we took Isabel to the pictures that she managed the whole film, and we didn't have to leave early. The mistake we made though was we could choose between it being subtitled or dubbed, and I chose subtitles because I like hearing the native language. But of course Isabel had just started reading and read out loud every single word that came on the screen. So that was our mistake. But it was fine. Great movie. And so I got the book. When I saw the book came out, I had to get it. Okay, next we have The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker. I don't know much about this. I just saw it on so many channels being raved about that had to get it. Oh gosh. Okay, next we have The Breakup Tour by Austin Siegmund Broker and Emily Wibberley. Because they've got the authors' names at top and bottom, I forget that it's done by 2 authors. But again, it's a breakup tour. I am assuming Taylor Swift inspired. Maybe? I don't know. Everything seems to be Taylor Swift inspired these days. So we'll see. Next we have, I've started collecting the Point Horror books, the original covers, and this one, The Babysitter by R.L. Stine, is one of the ones that I reread like a lot when I was a teenager, so, or a preteen really, but yeah, so stick in there. Okay, so that's that side done. Let's do this side on the bottom next. Oh gosh, this probably needs to be on the top shelf. And then we'll turn it round and we'll do the other chuff inside. I really need to get reading. Okay, so first in this stack we've got All Hallows by Christopher Golden. It is a horror Halloween night in 1984 in Coventry, Massachusetts, not the UK, which is where I am. So yeah, have no idea. Surprise, surprise. That's it. We have Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I think a lot of people have heard of this now. It's Ali Hazelwood's first paranormal romance. So yeah, should be a good time, hopefully. Okay, next we have The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with this author, honestly, but I just still buy his books. So we've got Good Girls Don't Die by Christina Henry. I've only read one other book by Christina Henry, and I didn't like it when I first read it, but then it was the sort of book that I kept thinking about, so I changed my mind and realised that I did actually quite like it. So yeah, who knows. Next we have How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. I have a couple of Grady Hendrix. Have I read anything by him already? I don't know actually. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Who knows? Next we have Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth. I pre-ordered this because I read something else by Sally Hepworth and was obsessed. The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth is amazing. Really, really fun. And yeah, so when I saw that coming out, I grabbed it. This one, I think I read as a teenager. Flowers in the Attic by Virginia Andrews. But I don't actually know if I did read it. So I got it again because, well, I mustn't have had it in the first place. I must have got it from the library originally. So, okay. The next we have The Dark is Rising by Susan Cooper. I think this is a middle grade. It's a vintage classic. I got it from World of Books. It's a Christmassy horror maybe? I don't know. We don't know. Next we have Midnight on Beacon Street by Emily Ruth Verona. This book it only came out a few months ago, I think at the beginning of this year actually. But for ages I couldn't get it here at all. Yeah, it's a 2024 release, so it must have been right at the beginning of the year. For ages I couldn't get hold of it. I kept seeing people review it and love it, or at least like it. And then I saw Leandra read it and I was like, oh, I can't get it. And then out of nowhere I managed to get it. So, and I think actually it's an import because it doesn't feel like the usual materials that UK books are made out of. Anyway, next we have Bright Young Women by Jessica Knoll. Can't remember anything about it. Just can't wait to read it. Can't wait to read all of it. Okay, next we have Monster, What Do We Do With Great Art by Bad People by Claire Dederer. This is a non-fiction. I think this one was a quite recent release as well. But it is something, especially since I started this channel, something that I've thought about a lot. Like, obviously we have like bans and things in play, publisher bans and things, not bans, what are they called? I nearly said hijacks there, I don't mean that either. Boycotts, that's what I mean. No, this is a 2023 release, but I only became aware of it recently, so And I think this would have been one of my last purchases before my book buying ban kicked in. So yeah, so it is a topic that I've thought a lot about, especially since starting this channel. And yeah, so when I saw this book, I thought, well, maybe it gives me some perspectives that I haven't already thought of. I would expect that it will. Okay, next we have another Christina Henry, The House That Horror Built. I'm very excited for this one. I can feel my autumn vibes, my Halloween vibes coming on already. I'm technically in my fantasy romance era, but I can also feel that horror pulling at me and saying, read me, read me. So I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait for Halloween this year and October in general. October's my favourite month. So, okay, so we have the other Grady Hendrix book that I have on this TBR cart. I think it's the only other one that I've got. My Best Friend's Exorcism. I love this cover. I just love it. Again, don't know much about it. It's a horror. It just sounds right on my street, honestly. From all of that description I gave you. Okay, next we have An Inheritance of Magic by Benedict Jacker. I think I saw this on someone's most anticipated list at the back end of last year, because I think this was one of my, I had like a month where I just pre-ordered so many books for this year, and I think this was one of them. Can't remember anything about it now. It's got magic in it, but then that's in the title, so really haven't given you any clue there. Okay, and lastly on this pile we have Welcome to the Hyun Nam Dong Bookshop by Hwang Bo-room. Gorgeous cover. It's a Korean translation. Battle Bookshop. That's all I needed to know. So on this pile we have Strong Female Character by Fern Brady. Fern Brady I think is a comedian. Okay, it probably tells me on the pack. Let me read it.
I want to read that book.
You want to read that book?
I really like Fern Brady. She's really good. She's autistic, which is great.
Yeah, it says right here.
Sorry, start again. Don't worry me.
It's alright. You probably gave more information than I have about any of these books. So.
She's super Scottish. That's a
super Scottish.
Yeah, I liked her on Taskmaster.
Okay.
Anyway, go on.
A summary of my book. Number 1, I'm diagnosed with autism 20 years after telling a doctor I had it. Number 2, my terrible Catholic childhood. Number 3, my friendship with an elderly man who runs the corner shop and is definitely not trying to groom me. Number 4, homelessness. Number 5, stripping. Number 6, more stripping but with more nervous breakdowns. Number 7, I hate everyone at Edinburgh Uni, etc. Number 8, redacted as too spicy. Number 9, after everyone tells me I don't look autistic, I try to cure my autism and get addicted to Xanax. Number 10, redacted as too embarrassing. Who doesn't want to read this, right? Clearly no one, because even Matt wants to read this. Okay, next we have The Henna Wars by Adiba J. Gerda. It is it YA or is it, I think it might be YA. Yeah, pretty sure it's YA. Queer. What's not to love? Okay, next we have another book by Juno Dawson. This is the second in the, what's it called? I said it right before, Her Majesty's Royal Coven series, The Shadow Cabinet. Can't wait to get to it. I probably need to read the first one again though. Next we have a book by Adiba Gerda and Farida Abike Yamade. I was lucky enough to meet both of these authors at Waterstones in Birmingham a few weeks ago. This book I was already had on my radar, but then I ended up buying Adiba's books as well because I didn't realise that Adiba was already an author. So I've got some catching up to do. So there you go. And then again by Adiba Jagerda, we have A Million to One. These covers are amazing though. Okay, next we have The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I've heard a few things that have put me off a little bit recently about this. There was going to be a read along and we've changed our minds about it. And yeah, so I probably will still read it at some point, but it's not at the top of the pile, if that makes sense. Okay, so next we have Fireborn by Rosaria Munda. This I think I picked this for the first round of Brittany's Patreon, where we did Timmy's TBR game. So why is that gone up there? Okay, that's better. Okay, so this is Dragon. This is supposed to be, I've been told that if you didn't like Fourth Wing but like dragons and academies and war places, etc., this is the book for you. I ended up not reading it for that TBR because I realised I couldn't get an audio for it, and you also can't get the Kindle version of it or ebook version of it, so therefore I can't even just get Siri to read, not Siri, what's that one called? Alexa. I can't get Alexa to read it to me.
I don't know that.
Exactly. See? Next we have In Memoriam by Alice Wynne. This one got on my radar a few months ago. I think it was up for an award of some description. So yeah, I can't remember why I wanted to read it, but I wanna. So next we have the gorgeous sprayed edges of Paper Dragons, The Fight for the Hidden Realm. This is by Siobhan McDermott. This is the Waterstones exclusive edition, and it's about dragons. It's a middle grade. Looks like a fun time. Next we have another book that was supposed to be on my submarine TBR. It was put on there originally, The Chateau by Jacqueline Goldis, but I ended up having to trade this one out for a deadline book as well. So hopefully I'll get to that soon. Next we have A Natural History of Dragons by Marie Brennan. This is the first in a series. I think I grabbed this from the book farm or somewhere secondhand anyway, because it's not in great condition. So, but yeah, it's got dragons. That's it. Next we have Women in Peril by Jessie Wren Marshall. This is a collection of stories, I think. Award-winning playwright Jessie Wren Marshall invites us into the lives of 12 women who push against social norms and family expectations to reclaim their power, understand their mistakes and find a better future. Brash, heartbreaking and defiantly optimistic, the stories in Women in Peril balance wry humour and gravitas to explore the complexities of queerness, toxic relationships, parenting and divorce, Asian and Asian American identity, and so much more. I mean, That sounds amazing to me. I say that. I actually didn't understand a word I just read because I'm dyslexic. We've got another Ali Hazelwood. I don't know why I keep buying Ali Hazelwood books. This ban is very helpful at this point in time because I don't think I actually really like Ali Hazelwood. So we've got Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I'm sure I'll read it. Maybe I'll like it, you never know. And I think actually before, when I said that one of these other books I bought at the book fair in Portugal with Beatrice, and we bought the same book and we were going to buddy read it. I think it's actually this book, not the book that I mentioned before. Song of Silver Flame Like Night by Amélie Wen Zhao. Dragons. Need I say more? Oh no, don't bend my book. No, get in there. That's it. You can do it. That's better. We are on the final stretch, guys. We're getting there. We're winning this war. That's not supposed to be in this pile. Ah, oops. Okay, so next, we're nearly there. This book, Won't Burn by Samira Ahmed. It was a pre-order. Haven't have a clue why I pre-ordered it, because I pre-ordered it that long ago. Okay, here's one of my other S.A. Cosbys, All the Sinners Bleed. I think this one is the one that I'm most excited to get to, but I think I initially got this one because it was a pick for Host for Pros, and I didn't get to it when they got to it, so it's still waiting for me. Next we have next month's book pick for the Sibs Book Club. Again, obviously I'll have it linked in the description box below. We've got Happily Never After by Lynn Painter. Beatrice has read another Lynn Painter and was obsessed, so we put this one on the wheel and the wheel picked it. In fact, actually, I think the other Sibs picked it first and then it ended up on the wheel, and then the wheel still picked it, so either way it got picked. Next we have Just Happy to Be Here by Naomi Kanakia. This is a fictional story, but I think heavily inspired by the author's life. Judged on her merits, not her transness, but there's no roadmap for being the first trans girl at an all-girls school. So it's basically following the story of a trans girl who is in school and probably not very nice experiences. So that one's going to be a tough read, I think, but I'm looking forward to it all the same. Next we have Iris Kelly Doesn't Date by Ashley Herring Blake. I think, is there one more after this that I haven't read yet? Or is this the last one? Maybe this is the last one. I can't remember. This is a series. The first one in this series is Delilah Green Doesn't Care. Absolutely obsessed with them so far. Each book I've enjoyed more, if that makes sense. I think because you've got that basis from the previous book to build on, maybe, I don't know. But either way, I'm very much expecting to enjoy this. Next we have What's the Tea by Juno Dawson. This is a non-fiction about being trans, and another well laid out book. I could just sit and stare at these books all the day long. Right, anyway, looking forward to it. Okay, next we have Page Boy by Elliot Page. this is a memoir. Sorry, I had to turn into Gina from Brooklyn Nine-Nine for a moment there. So yeah, looking forward to this. Looks pretty hot on that cover, doesn't it? Anyway, next we have A Fragile Enchantment by Alison Saft. This author has been on my radar for a while, and then I saw this book coming out and I thought, why not start there? And here we have Bloodlight Magic, which is the first book. See, I've got a bookmark in there. I've read the first chapter, so I know I'm buddy reading this for someone. Who am I butting it? Oh, it's really frustrating me. Anyway, I'll work it out. It'll be fine. It'll be on my messages. It's no worries. Okay, next we have Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig. This is the second book in a duology. The first one being One Dark Window. Obsessed, 5 stars. Have reread it a couple of times. Buddy read it with Donna and had a great time. And oh, why did it swipe off? Okay, we're back. It's fine. Okay, so I have also maybe got the special edition of this one too. But this book, I needed the paperback so that I could annotate. I don't annotate special editions. Okay, this one should not be on this pile. This one should be on the pile ready for a readathon that is happening in September at this point, and will be announced. But anyway, A Touch of Darkness, Scarlet St. Clair by Scarlet St. Clair is a Hades and Persephone retelling. If you're paying attention, you will have got a clue. Next we have The Sunbearer Trials by Aidan Thomas, another Aidan Thomas book. Haven't got to yet. I've heard amazing things about this. Can't wait. Oh, we're so close, guys. But we've got 2 more books. Okay, next we have another Kate Morton book, Homecoming. I think I picked this up because I saw Brittany talking about it. Pretty sure it was Brittany. Yeah, so I think actually maybe it wasn't Brittany then actually, because I think it's another historical fiction. Anyway, I picked it up, so it's going to get read. And finally, we have Fried Green Tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe by Fanny Flagg. What a way to finish. What a way to finish. Okay, this I have seen the film adaptation for years and years ago. Cried my heart out through the whole dang thing. And think I'm going to love the book. So yeah, I have a feeling this one might need to be annotated on first read, which is very rare with me. I tend to read first and then annotate on a reread. But we'll see. We'll see. Ah, guys, we made it. If you made it this far, put me a tomato emoji in the comments for that cracking finish there. And thank you very much for hanging out with me. I hope this TBR Cart Tour has been somewhat enjoyable. And yeah, I'm looking forward to having all of my books fit on this thing appropriately at some point so that I can lift my book buying ban. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Love you, bye.
Bye, love you. Grab a cup of